What is up, my beautiful boys and girls? Welcome back to another YouTube video. 83 views on What If Grown was a Phantom Troop? A part of the Phantom Troop? Huh? I didn't even think it was that good, but I mean, like, sure, I'll make a part 2 if y'all want. But now, let's start off. I'm gonna have to make a few tweaks, like I always do, at the start of the story. Naruto is older than Kakashi by two weeks. So Naruto is insane. Well, not insanely old, but in this, Naruto is more Namikaze than he is Uzumaki, just like in another What If. And in this, he also creates his own jutsu. Like in most of those, I make him create his own jutsus up, but like in this, he's just in the village. He's just gonna be known as the creator of jutsus. Okay. Now, he is way older than Sasuke and them because he's way older than Kakashi and not way older, but older than Kakashi, and Kakashi is older than them. So yeah. Also, Naruto mastered Minato's, flash technique. That's why I had to make him mostly Namikaze, because you have to be mostly Namikaze to use this jutsu. But one jutsu he can use from his Uzumaki side, which is 15%, and the rest is Namikaze, is he can use the chakra chains. And also, if he bites himself, he can heal a small amount of his body, not a whole, because, he wasn't full Uzumaki like Karen. Plus, it's even lowered down. Instead of 50-50, like in original, it's 15. So I'm going to say he can, only heal scars and bruises. If he got burned on his left eye, whoop, then he just has that burn. Now, because I didn't want to make him insanely OP. Now, let's get back to it. Now, let's get into the story. Also, in this, Kakashi called Naruto Big Brother Naruto. And every time Naruto would come from missions, Kakashi would just check up on him. So when Kakashi's dad died, he had to stop checking up on Naruto, and that actually had made Naruto worried and all that. But now it's just current timeline. Naruto's getting back to the village. Oh my god. I've been on that mission for almost a year now. It's glad to be finally back to the village. I wonder how Kakashi-sama is. I mean, I haven't seen him since he was a little boy. Naruto walks to the third Hokage's office and says, "Hey, old man, I see you're still alive." And the third Hokage turns around and says Sarutobi says, "Oh, Naruto, I didn't know you'd be back to the village so soon." Naruto would then say, "Where's my dad?" Because in this, the Nine-Tails attack didn't happen as well as for Toby as well as it did in canon. It didn't kill Minato and Kushina and a whole lot of people. But I'm going to say Naruto has the one tails in him and the two tails. So technically he has the three tails inside of him. Actually, no. I'm going to give Naruto the two tails. I'll tell you guys later why I did that. But let's just keep going. Naruto then says, well, where's my dad? A shuriken blitz by Hiruzen's head, / Sarutobi, / that third Hokage. I'm just going to call him Hiruzen. And where that shuriken was, somebody was standing with bright yellow hair. This is known as Minato. He then says, son, I didn't know you'd be returning to the village so soon. Now, Naruto kind of looks exactly like Minato, with the hair, but Naruto's face is still the same of how it is in canon. He still has whiskers as well. It'd make more sense to give him whiskers since now he has the two tails as well. But Naruto's face is still the same, eyes are still the same, and all that. Uh, and Naruto, and then, but Naruto also, instead of wearing the Hokage outfit like Minato does, he wears, the hidden leaf green stuff. And also he has bandages on right arm. So like his hand is a bandage from that, and I'll tell you guys later. It's important to the storyline for later. He says, "Oh, Dad, I see you're still around. Still being the fourth Hokage. Where's Mom?" Minato then thinks of a thought of Kushina getting mad at him and gets terrified. Let's just say, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Naruto laughs and then walks out. He then sees Kakashi, and instead, but then he sees him meet up with 3 little kids. He then says, "Huh, Kakashi?" He then spies on them a little and finds out that Kakashi has students now. Naruto thinks, well, I should have some students of my own. These students of Kakashi are changing a little. Students of Kakashi is now Hinata, and I'm gonna say, let's keep Sasuke on the team, but the other person is Kiba. Actually, no. The other person is Sakura still. So 2 girls and 2 boys. Naruto then goes over there while they're in the middle of a bell test, which they think they're being attacked by a stranger. But then when Kakashi sees this orange flash, he immediately knows it's Naruto and acts like Naruto knocked him out. Naruto then puts a mask over his face. "If you want Kakashi back, come to these coordinates." Naruto then can't help himself and then starts laughing and just drops acting fake Kakashi on the floor. Kakashi then says that hurt. He then says, "Sakura, Hinata, Sasuke, this is an old friend of mine. And also, some may know him as the Jutsu creator, or the Orange Flash. He is also the 4th Hokage's son." Now, everybody is just stunned and amazed. But he's super goofy. Kushina then comes over and sees Naruto and hugs him. But as soon as she's done hugging him, hits Naruto in his head. "Why didn't you come home first?" Naruto would have then said, I wanted to say hi to the rest of the village." Kushina then gives Kakashi and the rest of the Team 7 their food and tells Naruto if he wants food, he has to come home. Naruto comes home and has dinner with his father and mother. The next day, Naruto begins assembling his team, which people were taking off teams from. Naruto's team is now Shikamaru, Kiba, and Ino. So Naruto then does the same bell test as Kakashi. If you want to pass, take these bells from me. I know I made you a little later than others and took you out of your previous team captain's team. But it's gonna be worth it. Shikamaru then says, "Dang, isn't this the Hokage's son? He must be smart, fat, and fast." Naruto then taps on Shikamaru's shoulder from behind, like he was never in front of him. "Hey, could you pay a little more attention?" Shikamaru says, "Yeah, sure." But in Shikamaru's head, he's just like, "What a drag." Naruto then puts his fist up and then says, 3, 2, 1. Naruto throws 3 kunai into one tree, but the other 2 kunai bounce off the first one and send them into the directions that Sasuke and Ino were hiding. Shikamaru was smart though and knew he was going to do this. As soon as he got close to Sasuke, Shikamaru used Shadow Possession. Naruto would have been able to break through this with a jutsu called chakra expellation. It's kind of like nin. If you like stop using your chakra, any jutsus that use controlling or anything don't work on you anymore. So Naruto then says, "So you're from the Nara clan." Pretty sure that's what Shikamaru's clan was called. He then says, "Interesting." He then appears in Shikamaru's face like that was a shadow clone, which it was when Sasuke goes to throw a shuriken at it. Naruto then picks up Shikamaru and has a fight 2-on-3. Ino is supporting them from the back and sometimes taking control of Naruto and letting them get in hits for Naruto. Meanwhile, Sasuke is giving him his all, using the range, fireball, and other weapons like kunai, shuriken, giant, demon shuriken. That's what the giant shuriken are called. Demon wind shuriken, I'm pretty sure. While Shikamaru was making sure that Ino stays in place, he's by using his shadow possession on Ino and Naruto's body, just in case he can't hold Ino for long. But Naruto breaks this all, then starts blocking the kunai. Sasuke then tries to get up close and tries to hit Naruto at his head. Naruto then says, "Nope, sorry about that, buddy, but that's just not gonna work." Naruto then kicks Sasuke in his stomach while Sasuke's in the middle of the air. He then says, "Oh, sorry. It's my duty as the Hokage's son to make sure everybody's safe. But man, I just can't help myself." Naruto then throws some kunai over at Ino, which scratches Ino's cheek. He then says, "Dang it, I was pretty sure I hit her." Ino then starts to run in the woods, and Shikamaru's about to get pounded. But just as he was about to get pounded into the ground by Naruto, Ino uses her possession on a tiger and attacks Naruto. But then she cannot hold it any longer and tells Shikamaru to run. Naruto then kills the tiger easily, and then tries to find out where the kids went. Then he would hear "captured" behind him. He would look behind him and he would see Sasuke holding a bell with Shikamaru. He then says, "Impossible. When?" Sasuke then says, "As soon as I was hit into that tree, I had made a double clone for it to make it look like I stayed there, while the real me/me ran off to sneak behind you. Using Shikamaru's shadow possession, you were right in place." Naruto then says, "I'm impressed. Eat up, everyone. You did good." They all eat up, and Naruto then goes out. He then says, "I'm so glad I'm back." Now, guys, this is where we're going to end the video. Sorry if I was a little quiet, and maybe I'll try to get a little louder next video. Bye, guys.